Do you want to make a lot of money? True freedom comes from having a lot of money. When you have more money, you live longer, you live healthier. Even though people say money does not lead to happiness, I agree. It is easier to be happy when all of your bills are paid. It's easier to be happy when you go to the nice vacations, when you're able to travel first class, when you're able to take out the inconveniences of life. As I call them, money has solved inconveniences for me. I don't mow my own lawn. I pay somebody to do that. I pay people to do things in my life which gives me back time. Time is the most valuable currency that you have. If you have more money, you can create more time because you're not busy doing things that you can't pay somebody to do because you don't have money to do. So if you want to make a lot of money, this is what you need to do. What I'm going to share with you today will make you money faster than anything else. There's nothing that competes with it. All the billionaires, all the multi-millionaires had this common thing that they did. It's proven. It is the route to you to make a lot of money. For you to make a lot of money. It is the only thing that will lead you to that wealth that you really need. And if you like today's video, please hit like and subscribe. That's all I ask. And I'm going to tell you today that if you want to be rich, this is what you need to do. You need to own a business. Before you go away from this video, why don't you hear me out? Why don't you just sit here, sit in the pocket, and wait for a second. Let me explain. Billionaires, multimillionaires made their money from owning a business, having equity in a business that has value in it. They grew that business. They sold a portion of the business for millions of dollars. They continue to retain equity in that business. Somebody else who has invested money in that business continues to grow it. They continue to invest more, and that sliver that gets smaller continues to grow in value. This is why you'll see billionaires who are billionaires on paper, but they don't necessarily have the billions in cash yet because it is stuck where they could sell their equity in a business that they start. A lot of these people are not even active in the business anymore. They've left the business and they've taken back their time. The fastest way for you to gain wealth, for you to gain money, is through a business. Why? Because there is no ceiling to your earning potential. No matter what you're at now, if you're at a job, it does not matter. You have a ceiling. As an owner, there is really no ceiling. The richest person on our planet today, Elon Musk, derives his net worth from his businesses. SpaceX, Tesla, X, and I'm thinking of some other ones, but he has derived his wealth from his businesses. You will never earn a paycheck to substantial wealth if you want to be wealthy, where you have actual financial freedom. Comes at a profit of around $1.2 to $2 million a year. You are profiting that. That's where it starts. That's where you can afford to do anything. You can afford whatever life really asks of you at that income level. And unfortunately, you're only going to get there through owning a business. And you're only going to get to that multi-million, billion-dollar net worth by owning a business. So my question to you today is, what business are you going to own? Are you going to do this? Now that this is something that you have acknowledged in your life, that, hey, my route to become wealthy is through owning a business, then what are you going to do about it? Because when I heard this message at 25 years old, a guy told me who I was working for, he invited me into his neighborhood, and the neighborhood cost about $50,000 a year just in the fee to live there. They had a golf course. It was just amazing, immaculate houses. Everything was put in place. And I asked him, I said, who lives here? How can you get into this neighborhood? And he said, Nate, to live in this neighborhood, you had to own something. You had to own a business. That person there, he owns that. He used to own that. He used to own that. They sold it, blah, 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 blah. Just going down the list as we're driving down the neighborhood, mansion after mansion. I heard that and I said, that's it. That's the track. That is what I need to do for me to get that. And that's what I want, and that's what I want to strive for. I want the freedom. I want to be able to live in the nice neighborhood, have the golf course wide open to myself because only people who live in the neighborhood can play on it. That's freedom. To drive whatever car I want, to go on whatever vacation, to fly your family in. Who cares? Whatever the cost is, we'll charter a jet. It doesn't matter. That is freedom. And when I was told that at 25, and maybe I'm the first person telling you that today, I don't know. Maybe you already know this. Maybe you need a reminder today. I don't know. It stuck with me, and I said, I need to do this. I need to become an owner because if I don't, I know I won't create the wealth that I need. So I started thinking of business ideas, started going through the process and committed to it. It wasn't until 3 to 4 years later until I actually started my business. But in that time period, I was committed to it and I said, I'm going to figure this out. And I ended up starting an insurance agency and I have a couple other businesses too. And my wealth or my income from what I was making has gone up 5 to 8 times what I was making when I was working for somebody else. And I had a great job making a ton of money. But I had to sacrifice it because I knew that a paycheck is what somebody is really paying you to give up on your dreams. Are you going to accept somebody paying you to give up on your dreams? Or are you going to stop settling in your life and say, I am done working for somebody else? Do you want to work at building somebody else's dreams, building somebody else's wealth? Or do you finally want to grab your life and say, it's my turn to get my wealth? And I'll tell you this today, if you're sitting here and you're saying, I just don't know if that's me. I don't know if I can do that. What if I fail? Am I enough? Let me tell you something right now. It doesn't matter where you came from, what your skill is, what you're doing now. Anybody can become successful. Anybody can improve their life. Anybody can be a successful business owner. Anybody can achieve what I'm talking about today. And a lot of times it boils down to you just not having a self-confidence in you. And I'm telling you today, you need to start believing in yourself. I believe in you. There's people in your life that believe in you, and you can become successful if you put in the work. So my question for you today is, are you going to put in the work? Are you going to use this knowledge that I'm providing you today? This video you stumbled upon, maybe the universe sent it into your way to tell you, hey, I got something big planned for you. You need to do this. You need to pursue this. This is your destiny. This is what you need to do in life. And if it is, then you need to pursue it. If not, it's going to continue to nag at you. That's what happened to me. I couldn't stop remembering that experience, that I need to become an owner. And you do too. So if you like today's video, please hit like and subscribe. Thank you.